Shit. Don't see that. I'm gonna have to pump some pre-workout on that. You ever take that? Remember? Sometime, I don't remember. Super well.
Try to put this on the main screen if you can.
In years. Really?
Let's try not to cuss the first minute or two. As they'll demonetize it. Yard. Like we're quiet or what? So do I need to speak at like this volume? Yeah, that was pretty loud. Okay.
Think about headphones.
Okay. So what about this volume right here?
So it's
not facing them and they can tilt it back towards them.
Oh.
Like that? How much can do?
Don't fucking break it.
Don't fucking break it.
I think. No, it's just right. Try to look at the manual and see what direction the audio is being put out, and what direction is best for you guys being next. Put in the nose now. Yeah, because I have it on bi-directional, so it's going towards them and me. Yeah, that's why I'm having him figure it out, see which one's best. Like it's just like that. Or right? Because it'd be like bi-directional. Or you want both of us to hear, or both of them to hear? Yeah, I want both sides to be heard. Can you hear both sides? All right. That's not really long. One that. Oh, this one's still floating. The bi-direction is the bottom of these. It's two circles. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. For real, I didn't know this guy was messing with them and figured it out. All right, we're ready. Okay, let's go. Let's start it. Okay. All right. Hey. Test. Okay. Test one. Test one. Yeah, test one, you can write down. Sitting back and it sounds good. Go ahead and talk. You guys sitting back?
Hey. Test one, test two.
More. Okay, this is good. Okay, try to talk to where Caesar level kind of.
Like what? Like right here?
So I talk to mine so it doesn't echo as much, but
It's
but it's
Christian
when Christian's talking, does it sound good?
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Let's go,
Primo.
All right, just tell us when we're
All right,
live.
just tell us when we're live.
Oh, we're live? We've been live.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, G. All right, bro. Thanks.
Shit, you have to edit some shit.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to edit some things out. All right, let's start now. Welcome, guys. This is Boxing Binge. The podcast is called the Truth Boxing Podcast. These are the Truth Boxing Podcast members. My bad. Hella forgot the mic is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
My name is Cesar Olvera. I'm from San Leandro, and I'm one of the fighters here at the Truth Boxing Center.
My name's Christian Palacio. One of the fighters here of the Truth Boxing. That's all I got.
Okay.
Hey, man, good. Thanks for having us, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey,
This
is gonna be. I'm trying to make this consistent so we can release at least a video a week. But it all depends on these guys' schedules too. I know they've got a lot going on, so we'll definitely try to keep the consistency up.
What are your guys' first thoughts on being on the podcast or making a podcast in general?
I think this is my first time public speaking in live, so I think it's a little bit nerve wracking. But once I start getting used to the cameras and the microphones and stuff like that, I think I'll be fine because I'm well spoken. But when it's under pressure, it might get a little bit nerve wracking because this is my first time. But that's just one of my thoughts I have on this question.
Yeah. Well, I think he said it the best. No. The first time, this is my first time or second time being on the podcast with you, so I know how it goes. I kind of like it. I like to speak my mind a lot, so whatever like topics you want to talk about, I'm down to talk about anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
There we go.
So we were talking before the podcast, and I know. Well, at least I don't want to be giving out my government name. You know, I'm gonna say Boxing Binge or Trini from the Lakes. But I was talking with Caesar, since you already said his name. But he was talking about that he didn't want to bring drama onto the show, and which I agree with. You know, I definitely do agree with that we should keep away from a lot of. I don't want to say a bad word, but oh, you know what? We're not even monetized yet, so you know what? A lot of bullshit. Yeah, trying to stay away from a lot of bullshit. I think whether we want to or not, we're gonna end up touching on basically touchy subjects. You know, people are not gonna agree with us 100% of the time, and that's what it is. Feel me? Like you guys know this shit, you guys know it in the boxing game, bro. You guys see, not everybody agrees with everything you do. You know, it's a trial thing. You know, you learn as you go, and if these guys could teach me anything, I'll be glad. I'm not ignorant, bro. I'm not closed-minded. If it's good and I could use it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the bank. You know, but as far as this podcast episode, this is a pilot episode. So we're just introducing ourselves. We're getting comfortable on camera and on the mics. This is a practice run, man. We're not expecting to blow up off of this video. We're gonna use it as a point of reference for the next one. And, that's what it is. But so let's.
So for your first time,
Is there a topic you want to bring up? Something you guys want to talk about, or something that you guys want to get off your chest?
Yeah, I haven't even warmed up. I'm not gonna get on my chest.
well, like all I've been up to right now is just pretty much just grinding. I'm working out like crazy. I'm trying to. At least when I put on like 15 pounds right now, and then drop it all back down to 152 and stuff. So I fight my goal right now is to get up to like 170. I want to be a pretty big guy, and then cut it all down, be strong for my weight class. So that's what I'm always thinking about, honestly. For like boxing, I always think about my weight for like if I want to be big, strong, or anything like that. I feel it's a really big factor for me at least.
That's a great segue.
That's a great
Go ahead.
segue.
I think about domination in the weight class. That's what I think about. I don't think about nothing else, no, but the way I look and nothing else. But the way I look at it, just give me a date and I got it. That's really all it is. I don't think about no physique. I don't think about the way I look. I just think about getting down to business, getting my sparring, my miles, and just being well spoken. Just getting on this platform. Be able to promote my fight. My next fight is on September 14th, so I'm locked in. No injuries. Luckily, thank God. Once me and my trainer come back, once we back on track, man, we gonna take over the year and next year. So that's something I want to get off my chest right now. My pro debut, I'm thinking about going starting January 2023. So right now we really locked in. We're at an age right now where we can't duck or dodge nobody. We at an age right now where we gotta take every fight. We at an age right now where we gotta make the sacrifices to make the weight cut. And that's the position we want to be. So we gotta make the sacrifices.
And I want you guys to notice that it was Caesar that doesn't want to be with the drama, but I can promise you, this fool's gonna be one of the. He's gonna talk his shit. He's gonna talk his shit, guaranteed. And
But just know, dude, like all of us here, I can at least say for all of us here, bro, we don't have malice in our heart, bro. We don't want to see somebody fail. Damn near because we're too fucking busy trying to work on ourselves. We're trying to, trying to make shit progress and happen.
Build with each other. That's the goal. That's the main goal. Once I got him with this team right here, Christian right here and my coach Adrian Palacio is just an unbelievable team. And since I've been here, they always have my back. And right now we're in the position we got to have our coaches back. So this is exactly where we at. Uplifting each other and down during bad times. That's as far as I go with that.
I don't know if you want to go ahead and talk about a little bit of what's happening. I know you don't. I don't know if you want to give details or just go give like an update everyone or let everyone know. I'm not sure. Let me know if you even want to talk about it. We can just skip to the next topic.
Well, coach is my dad, so Adrian Palacio. I'll take his name, Palacio. And right now he just got really ill, so he's not going to be back in the gym for a while. He's doing a lot better, stable right now. The doctors say about two more days, one more day of him feeling stable, and then he should be released. And then I talked to him a little bit. He's just kind of feeling more upset about everything because I already know the kind of, or you already know the kind of man he is. Like he's always thinking like there's nothing ever good in it. So I already knew like he's sitting there in the hospital bed thinking, how's my son doing? How's my fighter doing? How's the gym doing? So I know it's a lot of him right now. So all I just told him that I talked to him yesterday. We can't really talk too much because he has like a breathing mask because it's hard to catch his breath. But I just talked to him and told him that it's okay. That me and mom, a lot of people like Caesar, like Kyle, like you guys, all you guys are really looking down and helping us, and it really means a lot to me and to my mom and to like the whole family. So I just think that so that's my up actually.
That's all
that's all love, brother. You know it's all love. I mean, shit, we grind together, we sweat together, we fucking seen each other cry, bro. Real shit. This shit comes with the struggles, bro. Like, don't think it's sweet. Don't think you're gonna go into the gym. You guys might be caught up on that Jake Paul phase or that little era where you guys think you could just hop in the gym, buy you some cool gloves and some cool gear, and call yourself a boxer. Let me tell you something, bro. There are people that have been doing this their whole life. There are people that have been doing this since they were 8 years old. This is all they know, bro. Like, some of them are not gonna work with you, bro. Some of them will not go easy with you. They will try their best because they want to look their best, and you can't even be mad at that. You can't even be mad at some dude wanting to be great. I know I know there is a case where people will work with each other in sparring, but yeah, you better be his friend or that's a really nice guy, you know. Um, that's not always the case, man.
You can't go half-fast on the sport and expect somebody else to go half-fast on you. You know, you got to be ready for all consequences you get in that ring. You know, accept anything that comes with it. You know, if you ain't do your running, and you've been saying you've been doing your running, it's gonna show up there. You know, you say you've been working on your strength and conditioning, it's gonna show up there. You know, you just gotta accept anything that comes with it. You know, you can't be mad once you get out and be why wasn't somebody working with me. It's boxing. We don't play it.
No, I absolutely agree with that. That's a great point that he made. Some people aren't going to work with you, not even out of malice out of the heart or them trying to be great, but it's simply like, bro, they're not going to tolerate laziness, bro. They're not going to tolerate slacking off or half-ass, just like Caesar said. Um, so they're going to make you pay for it, bro. You're going to pay for it in the boxing ring, that's for sure.
I want to put on record that I feel like you, out of all of us, when it comes to like someone who like wants to bring their hardest to you, and like you know you're a little bit better than them, or they're like agreeing, or whatever it is, you always give them like the benefit of the doubt. Like you never like when I first saw you fight, I've never seen you like fight so hard. It almost like a different person. Like just seeing you really letting go like all your punches inside of that. So I feel like it's good to have restraint and stuff like that, but sometimes like you just gotta work on what you gotta work on. And I feel like you never really help the person too if you do, you know, hold back and stuff like that. 'Cause what are they gonna learn if you're holding back on them? Right?
How could that sound, huh?
Exactly.
You
And if
teach
they
him.
get knocked out, then this ain't the sport for them. So and not to be mean or anything, but it's the truth. It's just boxing, you know.
Absolutely.
What would you say to those newcomers that are coming in, maybe in the summer, kids coming in for summer classes that want to get experience with boxing and they're new to it? What would you say putting them in with someone experienced and then them getting knocked on their ass? Like you're gonna say, um, like, is that a situation that's gonna happen first of all, where there's a newcomer and you put him in there with someone experienced and he gets knocked on his ass? Does that happen?
Well, I feel like it really comes up to the kid. Like if the kid comes in with the mindset, he's like an Ivan. Like that's like a good example. Like Ivan is a really good boxer. He had the mindset of just like wanting to go full throttle with it and stuff. I feel like a lot of kids they go full throttle with it in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they get in the ring and they understand like, oh, like this isn't all what I thought it'd be. Because like most of the kids that come in, they think, oh, if I work on the bags, I work on this move, and I don't give them my hardest or try my hardest, which I see with a lot of kids. But like the Jaden, the Isaacs, the Johns, those kids, like they really or show to me like how much I could be like lazy with this, and like it shows me like if the kids really want it, most of the times it's the parents that really want it for them to bring them in, get them in the sport and get them active and stuff. A lot of I feel like a lot of adults they like boxing, not for the kids though. So it's really depending on the kids and the parents. All of that.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Caesar, you just recently started taking on, I mean, I'd say I guess clients, or you at least are taking on private lessons where you're one-on-one personally training young kids and, or is it just young kids? Is it adult?
Right
Talk
now, I'm
about
just
that.
working with young kids. I teach them the basics. If some kids already know in boxing, I teach them a lot of technique, more than overworking their body. I try to find a balance between having fun and hard work. But obviously, I got to find hard work and have fun with the kids, so their mind won't be driven off to somewhere else. But I push my kids. I always watching YouTube videos of boxing fights, seeing different strategies, different techniques, and different drills. On Instagram, social media is a big platform for boxing. So I use everything. I use the world as my library. That's that's a term that Kobe Bryant would always say. You use your world as the library for your craft, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing that with the kids, and giving them motivation. Giving them a purpose of life, understanding that everything comes with consistency. That's what I teach them. And it's more about than hard work. It's you got to think outside the box and be consistent with it. That's the main thing I teach them. Because in boxing, you can work hard all you want. You can work on the same thing all over and over and over again. It won't work with everybody. You got to be open minded, think outside the box, and be consistent with thinking outside the box. And then that's how you adapt as a fighter. But if you're working hard on the same things over and over and over again, it's when you go in the ring and it's time for you to adapt, it's gonna be a really difficult transition for you. So that's why it's get back to the kids part. That's what I try to teach them. How to think outside the box and have some fun with it. Because at the same time, boxing is the rhythm. Have fun in there. Don't be discouraged. Don't always be fearful. Once you got a good rhythm, you're having fun in there. So I teach them the rhythm, the technique and the mindset. That's what I work on with the kids a lot.
That's great. You have any comments on that?
I really look at I don't know. I never really get too caught up in like looking for or them looking up to me. So or like because I feel like that's a lot of pressure. But I think you're really like what's it called charismatic. So a lot of kids like go up to you and see like that you're a really good boxer. You always have like your chest up funny stuff like that. So that's why I think a lot of people like always want to work with you and stuff like that. But for me, I feel like uh, I don't know, like sometimes I just can't take stuff serious like that because I don't know. I'm always thinking like about my training. I guess more. I
Makes
feel
sense.
I feel like I I feel like I wouldn't be too good of a personal trainer or a kids trainer at least. I just feel like I don't have like the patience. Not for because I don't have the patience for myself, so I don't think I could have it for like a kid or something like that. But,
Okay.
Like, get on record, it is hard to teach a kid boxing. It's hard to build a fighter. Just to go on record on it.
No,
I see, they both made good points. It takes a lot of time and effort to teach someone any skill, to master any skill, to sharpen their skill set. It takes time and patience. Um, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people just think they're gonna drop their kids off and gonna pick them up and he's gonna become better. They don't realize there's 10, 15 other students on the same mission, on the same path, that are striving for the exact same thing to get better, to improve. So yes, it does big part. Um, Coaches do play a big part in
a
kid progressing in the sport.
But
But I know for a fact that if that kid isn't taking time out of his own day, if that kid doesn't want to pursue it himself, he doesn't want that, he doesn't want it himself,
then there'll be
be very little to no progress being made, even with the coach.
Absolutely, I agree. You gotta want it. I always say that a lot to my kids. You gotta want it. I can't want it more than you do. You know, I'm always saying that, and it makes me feel good when the kids keep coming every day. That means I'm doing something right with them. So you gotta want it. You gotta want
would you ever take up training kids or anything?
I would definitely love to train kids. I'm not gonna lie, just off of the fact that I know these little kids are gonna get thrown in that ring. So shit, I want them at their best. I mean, like, whoa, I'm training. I see little Teddy, I see little John, I see little Jaden, bro. And whether I like it or not, bro, they grow on me, bro. They generally do grow on me. Always dapping me up every time they come in the gym, bro. Always dapping me up every time they leave.
it. Little human beings dapping you up, man.
You know, little mans, bro, little mans. So you get close to them, you build a connection with them, and you want to see them, you know,
Succeed.
succeed. There we go.
That's the purpose of life. Just giving game to others. Sharing game, especially to my young ones. I never gatekeep for nobody. I'm always giving game to my younger ones, to the older ones, and I had older ones talking about they look up to me. Older people. And just for giving game. And It's crazy for a grown man to tell you that. When I was 18 at the time, 19 at the time when somebody told me that. And yeah.
Do you want to express who that was?
Yeah, it was my boy Stetson. Stetson, what's his last name? Stetson.
Barosio or something?
Huh?
Barosio or no? Is it with the
Nah,
B?
but I know it's Mr. Hollywood Stetson. You know what it is. Shout out to my man Stetson, man. He said I was just sharing game with him about boxing, and he told me straight up, man, I look up to you in the sport of boxing. I really do look up to you, and that touched me, man. I knew I was going through the right path if somebody else was saying that, and it touched me. It touched me, the same way that these little young ones, man, they touch my heart for real, because they show nothing but love and they look up to you like if you were God or something, man. It's hard to, like you said, man. It's that pressure. It's that pressure coming in every day and laying it out all day. I mean, laying it out 100% every day for these young ones, man, for them to see. Because if you lack, man, what the kids gonna be thinking, man? He at that level and he can lack, then I can do the same thing. So you got to be careful what you say and what you do. Coming around the boxing gym or even just in general in life. Just watch how you watch how you how can I say it? Watch how you express yourself. Watch what you say. How you show out about yourself. You got to represent yourself at a high standard if you want people to respect you. I forgot where I was going with this. My mind started going around everywhere, but yeah, yeah,
No, I like it. Yeah, dude. We're talking. We're conversating.
yeah.
Sometimes I'm sorry that I'm picking up my phone a lot, guys. My primo, my cousin, is helping me out streaming this podcast. So he's giving me all the little pointers on what's going on, what needs to be fixed. But yeah,
And it's 100 degrees in here.
it's 100 degrees. We
140.
working, baby. We working, baby. To bring you, look what we're doing to bring you this content. Oh.
Right up to this.
Yeah, baby. Come on.
Truth Boxing Podcast. Know what it is.
I already know. Shit.
Now, y'all gave me hype. Now y'all gave me hype. Y'all getting me comfortable on the mic now. No, don't let me do that because it's gonna be crazy.
That's what I'm telling you guys, bro. Like, regardless of what it is, bro, the ups and downs, we're gonna try to produce a video every week. If these guys can do it, I'm with it, dude. I'm trying to produce a video every week, if not 2 times a week, bro. Depending on how the schedules line up. Like I said, depending on how the schedule line up. But that will probably be later on in the future when we start picking up some steam. As of right now, for sure, 1 podcast a week, guys. So tune in. Stay, subscribe, like. I know I should have said that in the beginning. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe, like. We'll be producing our own YouTube channel aside from this. Or I'm not sure how it'll go. Because right now we're producing under the Primo podcast. My bad. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying we just started now. We just started getting our hands on right now, and we don't even know where this is gonna take us, but we starting. That's the point. We started.
Up. And like I was thinking on the Primo podcast, bro. If anything, dude. If anything, bro, these are memories that we're creating, dude. Things that we can look back to. Like how many people you could look up on YouTube and see a video of them talking, or even talking.
Yeah. We don't gotta blow up, man. If anything, this is for our memory book, man. Because this is family. This is the truth of boxing.
It's definitely gonna blow up.
So what that goes to tell you is I won't give a fuck about your opinion. Fuck that shit. Spit that flame. And we're gonna stomp on shit. We're gonna step on shit. We're gonna authoritize shit. I don't even know that word, but
I just have one thing to say. The truth.
yeah, baby, come on. We will always be bringing you the truth. I promise you. I promise you. Everybody around here is quick to call out the cap. Quick to call out. They will not let no fucking cap fly through this table. So just know when you're tuning into this podcast, it is some real, what's it called, uncensored, and sometimes we might say some shit that is misinterpreted or we didn't mean at the time. But just know we're fucking learning. We're young, dude. We're young. We're new at this, so give us time. I promise you, baby, give us time. And keep it Virgil with me, baby. Keep it Virgil with me.
Look,
Yeah.
that was pretty good, dude.
Yeah, shout out to Boxing Binge for having us on the podcast today. Today is September 2nd, 2022. And from here we locking in.
Oh, let's go, baby. Yeah. Try a little cool podcast for y'all.
Oh, it's a bad one.
Oh, come on, man. Let's go. All right, cuz you could end the fucking streaming. Let me call. You move down, man.
It is crazy. I was gonna